I like to think that I'm reasonable and man enough to admit when I was wrong. And now is that moment. Gears of War E-Day is the exact opposite of casual friendly. Holy shit, this game is actually going to be terrible for casuals on release if it releases the way that the beta was. And before anyone says anything, this is in terms of player versus player, not player versus environment. I am doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling, quintupling down in my first review video. Yo, why did we buff the Lancer? I don't think people realize that buffing the Lancer is not the answer to your problems. Wall bouncing was never really that big an issue to begin with. People think wall bouncing is hard to deal with and it's really scary because of the way it looks on the outside. Once you actually learn how to aim your gun, it becomes so easy to deal with. Buffing the Lancer with a very long TTK is not the answer. As a solo player, if you're a casual and solo, you're only going to be able to down one person at a time still. And guess what? You're going to still have to go get that kill. He's not going to die instantly. He's going to go down. You want to know what you have to do to get that down? Go up to him. You either have to keep crossing him to down him with your Lancer, which doesn't do that much damage when they're down from far away anyways, or you have to go up to him with your shotgun and finish that down or execute him. What happens if you execute? You're open to death from other people. All buffing the Lancer really did was make team crossing even stronger. If you're a casual and you're playing quick play and you run into people stacking 2 or more, and they double their Lancer cross on you, triple, quadruple their Lancer cross on you, you're not going to be able to fucking move. You're going to be stuck in cover, and no amount of smokes will save you from the insane amount of aim assist there is in the game. I'm not saying to take it away, but it has to be toned down. And on top of that, the stopping power. Mix that stopping power with that aim assist. Smokes can only save you so much. And on top of that, cover doesn't even mean anything in this game anyways, bro. You can get shot over cover. Excuse me? I just got retroed over cover when I was down. Snub has no fire rate cap. You're able to shoot that thing at freaking to infinity and beyond speed, and that's naturally. Imagine with a macro how fast it's gonna be. Naturally, you can shoot pretty fast. I'm not the fastest, but I can still shoot pretty fast. Imagine what it's gonna feel like against a macro. You guys think TC took away wall bouncing and made movement easier for you? Yeah, no, they actually doubled down on movement if you think about it. All these new movement mechanics, you have to actually learn now. You have to learn when to slide, when to jump. If you really want to be successful, you have to learn how to wall bounce because there's no strafing in this game. There's no roadie strafing. There's no AD left, right strafing. There's no base strafing. You are literally just stagnant. You're stuck in one spot unless you learn how to control your wall bounce and your up A's. So you think this game is really casual friendly? No, the fuck it's not. It's more movement heavy than ever. More movement dependent than it has ever been. At least in Gears of War 3, the most peak game of all time, you had things to deal with wall bouncers. You had options. Your Lancer was strong enough. Your Nasher had poke damage. This one doesn't. Poke damage is essentially the damage you do from far away with the Nasher. You have 0 poke damage in this game. You have to be up close to get your chunks, and the chunk range is pretty far. So a player like me who knows the chunk range is still gonna body you because I know the chunk range better than you do. And I can bait a lot of y'all into shooting me from just outside the chunk range, getting my one shot because I know how the game works. And you don't, and you don't want to learn. You want the game to be catered to you, but catering to you is not gonna work. You have to fucking learn, buddy, or not play at all. You have to go play Horde. You have to go play campaign. If the Coalition really wanted to cater to the casual player base outside of PvE, if they wanted to cater to y'all in PvP, they would have simply just recreated Gears of War 3, but added the new movement mechanics, the climb, the slide, and all that. And I know what you're thinking.
But every weapon is so overpowered in Gears of War 3. How is that casual friendly?
If everything is overpowered, nothing is overpowered. Syndrome, I think. Gears of War 3 was literally perfect. The wall bounce took more skill than pretty much any other Gears game. There was a tempo, a rhythm to it. You couldn't just go in there, move your stick left and right and spam A. If you spammed A, you were rolling. If you want to alternate, you were simply not hitting a wall. You had to have positioning in your wall bouncing still. You weren't able to do some stupid shit like in Gears 5, like wall bounce backwards. If you did wall bounce backwards, you had to commit your camera to turn basically facing backwards. Damn near. I know it's hard to explain, but I also don't have a visual. But just imagine, it's possible. Trust me, those who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. So you had cracked movement. Every weapon was strong enough to counter counter wall bouncing and strafing. Yes, there was stopping power, but it was nowhere near as strong. It was pretty strong with actives, but it was still manageable if you were a good enough player in Gears of War 3. The Retro Lancer was super good against them. The sawed-off was really good. If they missed their shot and they were close to you, you're blasting them away 99% of the time. Lancer was viable. Hammer Burst was really good for people with really good positioning. The Snub was strong, and these were all starting loadout options. Every power weapon was great. Imagine Gears of War 3 with the verticality of Gears of War E-Day, with jumping, with sliding, keeping the meat shield, keeping the execution, because they took that away in Gears of War E-Day. It would actually be the perfect game. I know some of you are thinking that is literally just Gears of War Judgment. No, it is not. Gears of War Judgment had wide to swap weapons. It had a reticle in the middle because it had center screen shooting. Center screen is some hot dog shit in modern gaming. It was cool for back then. It was cool in Gears of War 1 when we had the hardware that we had back then. It simply is not good anymore. I'm sorry to those who like it. I know you love it. It's just not good in modern times. Nearly every monitor nowadays has a legit crosshair built into it. Most of the people playing are probably cheating with that crosshair. Plus, it's part of the reason as to why cover is so useless in Gears of War E-Day. Put the bullets coming out of the barrels. Casuals are having an easier time to aiming. We're not dying over cover as much, and the game is just overall more enjoyable. From that one change alone. If the movement was like Gears of War 3 and Gears of War E-Day, I wouldn't mind stopping power, but it's not. I'd rather they just remove it, lower the gib range in the Nasher, and raise up the poke damage. I promise you it is the right move. I swear to God. I swear on everything I love. Strike down my firstborn child if I have one. It is definitely the right move. I swear it. But alas, it's too late for that now. We are stuck with this game. And I know this seems like a hate video. I promise it's not. Gears of War E-Day is actually very fun. I rate it PvE. It's like a solid 8. But PvP is still pretty low. And honestly, I was pretty nice. Some people are giving this a 4 and a 2. That's not me. Go yell at them. But I still think all the changes I said in the last video need to happen. If you don't know what changes I'm talking about, go watch the last video and actually listen to it. That video was reacted to by another Gears YouTuber, Extra Father. And guess what? He actually agreed with a lot more stuff than I thought he would. Yes, we had some disagreements, but I'm okay with disagreements. We don't have to agree on everything. But I do think this game does need some more work in order for it to thrive entirely, not just in PvE. I want PvP to be good as well. And like I said, I'm cool if they leave quick play exactly as it is. People are really enjoying quick play. Casually, it's very fun. My biggest concern is with ranked. I just want ranked to be more competitive, and I want the balancing to be catered to that. I don't think I'm asking for much here, to be honest with you. I really don't. But as I said before, if the game launches basically how we've played it in the beta, I know they're gonna fix the bugs. I didn't mention any bugs or anything like that because I know they're gonna polish the game. This is strictly about tuning and the core gameplay. If the final product is what we got in the beta second week, I promise not only will competitive players suffer, but so will the casuals. Literally everyone will. I don't do this to separate the community. I do this because I care. I don't even make money off of this shit. I'm doing it strictly for the love of the game. The Coalition, if you're listening to this by any chance, I understand your guys' mission. Trust me, I do. To be honest, revert the Lancer, but don't even worry about tuning right away. I know it's what I want. I know it's what a lot of players want. I'm being completely transparent right now. I think you guys should still focus on PvE first and content as a whole, but later on down the line, a few months in, please work on the tuning. You don't have to use my list. Plenty of creators have made good lists. Kenny Bounce is one of them, which is please tune ranked to be more competitive friendly is all I ask. I really do hope that Gears of War E-Day succeeds. I hope that it does so well that we're able to get more gears later on. I do not, nor have I ever had malicious intent within recent times. Maybe back then a little, but I was a lot younger. Now I just want to have fun when I get off of work. Side note, I don't like when people use that excuse for not being good at the game. I have a job too. I have a girlfriend. I take care of 2 old ladies who are unable to freaking do anything. So damn near children. And their dogs. I'm still good at video games. No excuses. Get good. Please just make the game good and enjoyable for everyone. I know it's hard. I know it's extremely difficult, near impossible even, but I really do believe in this new development team, and I hope they are able to pull it off. And I really do hope I do not regret not taking away my $100 pre-order. I'm only doing it because I already got the vacation time approved, and I want to see that campaign and the siege maps. But yeah, I'll see you guys on E-Day's official release. I hope y'all have a good one.